Hello everyone and welcome back to Sendix Weather channel. Now I have been on a bit of a break, but I'm back to look at the latest regarding the potential disruption still being caused by Storm Amy, which was named by the Met Office only a few days ago. Now, as you can see, I've brought up Ventusky, which is a radar site, and as you can see, this area of low pressure is sat over the Highlands of Scotland now. It has been moving through northwestern Ireland up to northwestern Scotland and has been bringing in lots of strong winds, particularly in the north and the west of the country, but widespread 40 to 50 miles an hour through central Britain and further northwards as well. So it has brought plenty of impacts for people, such as power cuts and also very strong winds. And I'll show you today. So we've got this area of low pressure, which is Storm Amy here. That's the centre of it currently at 8 o'clock when I'm recording this. And you can see the strongest winds are on the southern side of this. So obviously northwest Scotland. So here being shown around out just in the North Atlantic, 100 to 105 miles per hour wind gusts, pretty strong over the Highlands of the Isles, so like Mulskye, Arran, for example, and up to 100 miles an hour in inland areas. And this western flank is a little bit calmer towards the Glasgow area, but still pretty strong winds of 60 to 65 to 70 miles per hour. Can see the northeast is avoiding these strong gusts at the moment, but this may change as we go through the hours. As you can see, as we move through the hours, this is using the ICOM model. It is expected to intensify and weaken as it moves to our northeast, down to 947 millibars, which is a very severe area of low pressure in itself. But as you can see, it clears out through the next hours, so by 10, 946, it just moves and just slinks to the far north of the UK. But as it moves to the northeast, it is carrying those strong wind gusts on its southern side. So obviously you've got the eye of the storm here, which is just positioned at this point at 11 p.m. over the far north of Scotland, clearing out into the North Sea. And you can see on its southern side for central northern Scotland, strong gusts of up to 80 to 90 miles an hour, even 113 suggested there. Now, if we look at today's max gust, and I'll run through the latest charts to see what they are showing, you can see that we have had some very strong gusts reported from some weather stations and even higher across Ben Nevis. Now, Ben Nevis reportedly has seen wind gusts in excess of 162 miles per hour, accommodated by heavy snow as well. Plenty of heavy snow, really strong gusts, like bitterly strong gusts accompany it. But you can see the maximum gusts updated just up to an hour ago, so literally 20 minutes ago when I'm recording this. Place called, which I am not going to butcher the name of, Bialak Nabar, saw 105 mile an hour gusts, which is pretty ridiculous. And I know it is October and you do expect to see a few storms, but these levels are quite high to me. You can see the maximum gust is at Cairnwell, 109 miles per hour in the northwest of Scotland has been seen. But you can see the big list there of locations that have seen these really strong gusts. So now we're going to move on to look at the UKV and a few other models to see what they are predicting for the track of Storm Amy and the potential wind gusts. So you can see that they did kind of plateau or peak around 6 p.m. So out to our west, out to the west of the UK, reached around 80 to 90 to even 100 miles an hour for the Far Isles, which was predicted, to be fair. I predicted 80 to 90, but it seems like it was a little bit stronger than I anticipated. I don't think I did too bad. You can see inland areas are beginning to see some slightly stronger winds, particularly over the north and the northern and central northern parts of Scotland there as it clears through. So by 10 o'clock, we've got widespread 70 to 80 mile an hour gusts across many parts of northern Scotland, even extending into the east as that area of low pressure Storm Amy begins to clear out to our northeast. It will continue to bring those strong winds. As we move into the early hours, you can see strong wind gusts particularly remaining in the North Sea, courtesy of that low pressure moving away. But behind it, he's still leaving the remnants of some quite strong gusty winds. So even into the early hours of Saturday, for many parts of Scotland, remaining between 60 to 70 miles an hour quite widely there. So expect some quite strong gusts. Now, through the early on of Saturday, you can see a band of stronger gusts moving through the Irish Sea. So as we go, if we go here and then go to 9 on Saturday, you can see some quite strong gusts just out to the west of Liverpool and the western side of the UK. And Can see that we've still got strong winds on the back edge of that area of low pressure, and the pressure is still relatively low. Not as low, obviously, but you can see some strong gusts guaranteed there. And on the back edge of Storm Amy, I mind blank now, I'll cut that out. Storm Amy on the back edge, you can see still 70 to 80 to 90 miles an hour just off of the far north of Scotland, so like John O'Groats, for example, there. On the back edge of that, a very gusty day for many, between 30 to 50 miles an hour, even inland for central Britain. Further south and east, could get up to upwards of 40 to 50 miles an hour, so overall a very gusty day, with some blustery showers around as well. Plenty of rain mixed in. And as you can see, 3 p.m. on Saturday, we've got very strong gusts returning to the north of the UK. But to be honest, pretty much remaining for much of the day through Scotland there, remaining above 50 to 60 miles an hour, which is why we have those blanket yellow and amber warnings in force. And they're extending into Sunday for many regions. You can see though peaks of 80 to 90 miles an hour are potentially possible for the far north of Scotland there. But widespread gusts around remaining until eventually the storm system clears away into the early hours of Sunday. But sustained gusts, wind gusts remaining through much of Saturday, so it could bring some damage, potential damage, especially to coastal regions, which are most likely to be affected by this. If we compare to the rain, precipitation, as I should call it, for the next few hours, can see that band of rain clearing through to the east, through Friday, into current conditions. You can see there's Storm Amy, and on the southern side we're seeing bands of heavy rainfall, particularly for northwestern Scotland, banded together. Could be quite terrible travelling or driving conditions on the back edge. As that area of low pressure of Amy clears to the northeast, we do see a band of wind slipping southwards, turning more patchy into showery conditions throughout Saturday morning and by midday, turning much more showery and less frequent for many regions besides the far north and east of the UK. So definitely a very interesting weather pattern is obviously emerging here. We've got the Storm Amy and what's in the future, where we could see higher pressure established to our west. That is actually favoured within the model output, but I wanted to focus on Amy and do a standalone video on it. So thank you all very much for watching today's video. If you found it informative, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. If you are in those danger warnings, which is Northern Scotland, Northwestern England, and obviously the Republic and Northern Ireland, then make sure to adhere to your local forecasts, your local warnings. This is just a video basically explaining what's going on. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully it was of use to you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.